right, good morning. So far I've talked about core values as part of the way of how we work. And really that's a sort of recent discovery, so I'm kind of working through that. I like the Simon Sinek model of why, how, what, and really started with listening to Steve Holton talk about Libros, how they work, and looking at how we work, and looking at the core values lens. So deliver is what the topic today, and we have a core value that's listen, learn, deliver. And previously talked about the listen piece and the learn piece, and then we have the delivery piece. And the first two, I admitted that sometimes listening and learning are two things that I have to do intentionally. The reason is I love to jump into the delivery. And there's lots of different reasons for that, one of which I think is growing up in a generation where if there was a problem, you just jumped into a X-Wing and blew up the Death Star, or Superman, flying around finding where Lex Luthor is and beating him up. And there's always an immediate, hey, there's a problem, you can jump into the fray. And I actually think Ryan Johnson tried to instruct maybe that generation on, hey, you know what, sometimes jumping into the X-Wing or invading the Star Destroyer doesn't always work, and you need to kind of maybe think, like listen to what the problem is, learn about the problem, and then deliver. And a lot of people didn't like him for that, I think, but that's a story maybe for another time. So when we talk about delivery, it really only works if we listen and learn first. But then once we've listened and learned, we have to deliver something of value. And that's the whole process. And what we're learning is the world's changing so fast. And I think if we as a group, a leadership team, a culture, an agency want to deliver the maximum amount of value to our clients, we have to iterate. So the listen, learn value is also iterative. So once we listen and learn and deliver, then we have to go back and listen again. What do we learn? What do we know that's new information? Then we need to learn about those results and how they feed back into the ecosystem, and then deliver again. I think previously, 20 years of running the company, people would come to us as experts on how to solve a problem, and I think a lot of agencies still do that. But if you start, if you produce hammers, everything looks like a nail. And I think sometimes we don't actually understand the core issue that we're trying to address. So if it's that, an organization needs more sales or more donations or more volunteers, you can go to the tried and true, okay, well, we're going to do a communications plan, or we're going to do a new website, or we're going to do a social media plan. But a lot of times it's actually the issue is deeper underneath. So listening to what those core problems are, trying to identify them, and then deliver solutions that match those core problems. So again, our core value there is listen, learn, deliver, and it's instrumental to how we work. So as I hope to draw out over the next couple series, looking at your core values as an expression of how you work can be really valuable to understand your business, your organization, your volunteer committee, whatever it is that you want to look at. If you love thinking about the why, how, what you do model, looking at your core values as a how, I think is a valuable exercise. All right, that's it for today. Take care.